we're back here with another episode of Men at Work. I'm here with Maddie Peoples. We've got Vito behind the cameras. We're here at the Kensington Derby. We're actually going down in dollar dogs costumes, so hot dog costumes, and you just walk right into you drive right into a mud pit.
Yeah. And I'm pretty excited, pretty nervous. I'm going to tear something. I'm going to tear multiple things.
Nah, down here in Fishtown, you'll be fine. The mud's soft. There's a lot of mud, but before we get started, I wanted to welcome back, the best listeners in the business. I'm talking about the blue-collar babies, the middle-class mommies, the white-collar criminals. And hey, listen here. If you're in the 1% and you're listening, why haven't you invested in the podcast yet?
Venmo,
Donate,
PayPal,
Venmo,
Cash App, whatever.
subscribe.
Dude. For the love of crud.
Like the video.
Like it.
Comment. We got to start saying that. We got to
Yeah,
actually be
true.
real YouTube podcasters because that does do really good for the algorithm. We're hitting the algorithm really well right now. But if you comment, if you like, if you subscribe and do it all over again and tell your friends, then we'll get to better places than a random parking lot with overgrown grass.
With crabgrass. If you guys could help us out and subscribe one time, we could get a lawn mode, and then we could sit on there, dude.
I literally have fleas crawling up my legs right now.
I have tetanus, but I've had that, so that's okay. Keep going.
What do you do over Mother's Day?
Oh, boy, what am I doing for Mother's Day? I'll be at Helium Comedy Club. This will come out
You're
after
working
it
on
happens.
You're working on Mother's Day?
With my mom.
Oh, your mom's coming?
So the show is
Oh,
called
okay.
Your Mom is Funny. And the show is me and my mom on stage doing like a newlywed type of game.
Okay.
Pause. And apparently we have to she's going to answer questions beforehand that I have to guess the answer that she gave to. We wrote sets for each other. Me and my mom are doing stand-up
Holy
with each other.
Your mom's doing stand-up?
She's doing stand-up tomorrow
She gonna be good?
No, but no, she'll do great. My mom is very funny. My mom is a theater dork, so she's kind
Oh, okay. So she. I think half the battle with stand-up is being able to get on stage.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of jazz hands. I don't know what she's gonna do up there, but yeah. So tomorrow for Mother's Day, I had to talk my mom into going into a good opportunity for me.
I'm just going to brunch.
Is that what you're doing?
That's all I'm doing. I'm going to brunch.
Damn it, I like to go to brunch.
Did you know Mother's Day was invented in Philadelphia?
Is that true?
It's true.
Yeah, Mother's Day?
Mother's Day was invented in Philadelphia, bro.
What happened?
Anna Jarvis. Shout out to Anna Jarvis. From West Virginia, lived in Philadelphia at the time. If you go down to Market right by City Hall, there's a whole, those big blue signs that they have for everything. There's a Mother's Day sign because Mother's Day was invented in 1908 in Philadelphia.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did that come about? Anna Jarvis just saying I've had enough and not being appreciated, or what's the deal?
It was like that because it was right around the time when women were being able to vote and everything. But it was like she stole the idea basically from her mom.
Really?
Yeah, took it right out from under her legs.
What a thing to do to your mom on a Mother's Day, dude.
The original idea was, and I have it written down, was mothers to get together for a day of service to help out other mothers who were less fortunate than they were. So it wasn't like shower your mother with gifts or leave her alone or do a comedy stand-up bit or take her out to brunch. It was like mothers helping mothers.
It was like Teachers in Service Day?
Kinda.
Oh, my God.
Kinda.
What a douche.
And so you know why? Kind of sad story. They grew up in Appalachia, West Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Anna Jarvis's mom had 13 kids.
Ooh.
Guess how many survived to adulthood?
Tell me right now.
4.
Okay.
But that's Hall of Fame numbers in the Major League Baseball. If
Really
4 out of 13 is not bad. That's getting you in the Hall.
She's batting 3-3, dude.
I mean, it is tough to grow up in Appalachia right now.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I couldn't imagine back in the 1800s. Thank you, sir.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
Go
much.
Owls.
Appreciate it, man.
Look at that. So when Anna Jarvis was leading the charge to make this about mothers, she wasn't a mother at the time. So she felt dirty.
Okay.
So she was like, you know what? I'm going to continue on the support that my mother wanted to have in this holiday, and I'm going to make it about the mothers because she believed that even poor mothers were rich if they had their kids' love.
Ooh, my Lord above, get that tattooed on my ass, dude.
But this story doesn't have a happy ending.
Okay, let's hear it. Okay, let her rip. Let her rip.
So Anna Jarvis is chilling. Mother's Day is awesome. Woodrow Wilson signs it into a bill, federal holiday. That's why we still celebrate today.
Okay.
She made it, I think it's the second Sunday in May because that's when her mother passed, like May 9th area.
Okay.
So it's always around May 9th. Even tried to get it rescinded at one point because what happened? They commercialized the fucking hell out of
Yeah, they did.
Mother's
do that.
Day.
Yeah, it's kind of their thing.
And she hated it.
Yeah.
So she spent her entire inheritance trying to, I guess, go against the big hallmarks, the big candy, big floral. And how do we honor Anna Jarvis's legacy today? We still buy from the industrial complex of Hallmark.
Shout out Hallmark.
M&M's.
Shout out Walgreens the day before.
So Anna Jarvis ends up deaf, blind, and in the loony bin and broke.
No
and that's how she kicks the bucket. There is a rumor out there that the floral industries, the candy industries, and the Hallmark card industries paid for her time in hospice.
Good.
Let's say
I can live with that.
that's a rumor. It hasn't been proved and everything, but doesn't help and everything.
Yeah, of
but
course not.
but shout out to Anna Jarvis. So when you're out there at brunch or anything, or you're out there hanging out with your mom, pour one out for Anna Jarvis.
Truly, yeah. I mean, Hannah Jarvis embodying basically the entire mom experience. She's buying you shit you don't need, and then she goes out of her mind, and you got to go visit her in a mental wealth home or whatever it is, you know? So that's the most mom thing that somebody could do. So she actually really embodied what it takes to be a mother nowadays.
Guess how long it took Father's Day to be recognized?
What's that?
60 years after.
Well, I mean, dads were kind of doing some other stuff.
Yeah, we were fighting wars and shit.
Yeah, we're too busy.
I think every day was Father's Day.
Apparently that's what Prohibition was all about, is just dads were getting blacked out and acting a fucking fool every time they got home. So they made Prohibition. Yeah, it was guys that would get blacked out at work, they get blacked out at home, and then they'd, do bad things at home, do bad things at work, and they were like, we got to kind of reel this in a little bit. How about
Interesting.
that? A nice Mother's Day fact.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get your mom?
Brunch tomorrow.
Come on, Kyle.
I'll get something
dude.
else. I get some flowers and stuff.
No, you got to do something like personal to her. What does she like?
She likes my company.
Oh my God, she hates your company, dude. She's sick of it. She's had it for what? 80? How old are you? 46?
31 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 31 years. When you put it like that, you're actually not wrong. Yeah. And the funny thing about my mom is everything that she wanted for Mother's Day was for us to leave the house. Yeah. So we loved Mother's Day because Pops would take us to the movies. Pops would take us to mini golf. Pops would take us to go get ice cream. Mother's Day was like a holiday, like an awesome holiday for us. And we would get Texas Roadhouse coming home because my mom loved Texas Roadhouse and stuff. Great buns. Not my mom. Texas Roadhouse.
I mean,
but
I'm sure
yeah.
she has, great buns, but Mrs. Pagan, shout out.
Yeah, we actively looked for Mother's Day to come around. It was like second Christmas.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What's the nicest thing you ever done for your mom for Mother's Day? Do you know?
This past summer, I guess it wasn't Mother's Day, but this past Christmas we bought her a Tiffany necklace, and I'm still financially recovering from that. That was a horrific decision.
That'll get you.
That's one of the older sisters saying, like, what if we spent $4,000?
Yeah.
I was like, I'll kill myself.
Because you do get to that age, I found that too, where it's like you're getting more financially independent, but you're not there yet.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you're like, shit, I've been a pretty shitty son, shitty daughter. I should do something better for my mom. Yeah. And then you get it, you love it, you give it to her, she's crying, and then 6 months later you're left with the bill, and you're like, she doesn't wear it as much as I wish she would.
Yeah, she was actually kind of mean to me when I was a kid, now that I think about it.
She didn't cry enough, honestly.
No, my mom bawled her eyes out, which I was pretty excited about. I was just sitting over there like, I was standing over her, like, smiling that she was crying that hard. I was like, yes, you like the gift, don't you?
Yes, yes.
My meaty paws.
All right, folks.
What up?
What's up, guys? How are you? We're a podcast called Men at Work. We just ask people what they do for a living. You want to get the let out? All right.
All right, man. Have fun. Well, want to get the let out.
Get a Led Zeppelin start on.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You gotta ocular pat down these people.
Oh yeah, you gotta like say things that they like based on what they're wearing. Okay.
She likes chili peppers.
Okay.
You want to do heroin underneath a bridge? We're a podcast. We ask what people do for a living. Want to talk about the chili peppers and your job?
Won't hold you up too long.
5 minutes.
Tops.
Then you can go. How are you? I'm good. Okay. Hey, folks, how are you? We do a podcast. We ask people what they do for a living. 5 minutes.
Later. Thanks.
We're not gonna be here later. We gotta be in the Derby.
Sorry.
Usually 5 minutes works.
What about 3? We'll cut it down to 3.
Oh, we might have to cut it down to 3. You're right.
3.
Folks, how are you? We're doing a podcast where we ask people what they do for a living. 3 minutes.
You want to hop on for a little bit? Oh, please.
That guy said no, and you said sure. I love it. Sit on down.
Sure, you want to hop on?
We were coworkers.
Oh, okay. He'll be on by the end of this.
We would love to hear some coworker romance.
Yeah.
Very interested to hear about.
Jim and Pam's.
Wait. You were coworkers and now you're dating.
Yes.
Okay. Was it before or after you left the job?
I just left.
Did you leave because you wanted this romance and HR said no?
No. No, I just got a promotion. So.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Left him in the dust.
1 year in and got a promotion. I don't know what this guy's got a promotion too. So.
Okay, I was gonna say. You don't have a deadbeat or anything.
We're a power couple.
That's awesome. What do you do for a living?
I work for state government, so I'm Department of Health.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. What do I just would expect everybody to be down in D.C., but is that more local government or is that
State government?
State government. Okay. Cool. What is that? What do you do?
I'm a data analytics specialist.
Got it.
So, yeah, lots of saving lives, as you can tell.
So-
No, I'm just, I'm just messing with you. Basically, organize all of their data points and try to move some of the larger metrics forward. So things like changing the census numbers, stuff that we get from the census.
Got it.
Trying to make a better impact in different areas that relate to health.
So what can I do on my census next time to make sure that your job's easier?
Yeah. Well, get your make sure that your neighbors are filling it out.
Got
for
it.
sure.
Is it illegal not to?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but are they going to really find you? And if they can't find you to answer it, then.
Fair.
But yeah, it is a mandatory survey that the census does. The decennial census is the 10-year one, and then there's also American Community Survey, and so that has a lot of the data that we use to track some of these broader metrics around health.
Wow, how about that? That's an interesting job. It seems like you're probably pretty busy. How do you find time to find a hunk like this while you're on the job? We haven't had an office romance before, so we're kind of curious.
Yeah, so that was at the Department of Labor, so I'm a little more familiar with that side of that than my 1 month in job.
Okay.
But stopping in the break room, sneaking out of my office, trying to find him on my way to the bathroom, on our walking breaks, things like that.
Would you recommend all single women in Philadelphia to get jobs at the Department of Labor to find other hunks?
I would, yeah. That you could take the train into Harrisburg and.
Oh, you got to go to Harrisburg?
Yeah, you got to go to Harrisburg. Yeah.
That's a tough selling point.
But the train is nice. I mean, it's a good. You can just sit there and sleep or.
What can you do for us in health? Obviously, you're tracking unemployment and employment numbers in labor. What are you tracking more in health? Are you tracking more like STD rates? Are you tracking more like COVID?
HIV, STDs, like infectious diseases.
How's Pennsylvania doing in that one?
Not great.
Really?
I mean,
what's the bugaboo? What's the big one for us?
I haven't looked at all. We have a lot of metrics in health compared to like labor. It's like, oh, you got 3.
Yes. We're dirty.
Yes.
Gonorrhea is exploding.
There are lots of metrics to track health from. Employment is actually one that feeds into that, as well as just kind of your economic health. But then there's environmental health. There's your physical well-being. There's palliative care. Like all sorts of things that go into it.
Environmental health, like making sure that we have enough woods and trees and bushes.
Well, it's not even that. It's about do you live next to a toxic waste dump, or is there lead in your housing?
How much lead is in the housing or in the water?
So much. Too much.
Is it just lead and asbestos? Is that like 90% of what my house is? Or what are we looking at?
Well, how old is your house?
You have new construction. What are you talking about? I live in a warehouse, an old warehouse, a converted warehouse.
A bird warehouse?
A converted warehouse.
Oh, it's like, okay.
I mean, there was probably a bird in there,
There
too,
probably
at some point.
Too, yeah. I mean, depending on if it's been renovated recently, they probably had to do some lead remediation, so you're probably fine. I know my house has lead in the paint, on my windows. It's not a lot, and the windows are needing repair as it is. So,
would you recommend people work for the government?
Yeah, I would.
Enjoy it?
I would. I was in nonprofit before that, and that is a lot worse in my opinion. There's less job security, more work, less pay, less benefits. Yeah. So, and you're doing good work for Pennsylvania, for your community, as opposed to, you can definitely make a lot more money in for-profit, and some people go that way, and that's fine, but you don't always do meaningful work.
What can people do to make your job easier? Wrap it up more? Don't burn trees?
Take your own health seriously and get screened and get vaccinated. Those are kind of the 3 things. All sorts of just from STDs to melanoma.
Cancer.
Yeah. All of
Diabetes.
go see your doctor. That's what I'm trying to
Make
say.
a goddamn appointment, everybody, please.
Yeah.
See a doc, get a booster, do it all. Okay.
Do it all.
Fair.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
You made the government very interesting.
That's right.
I was going to
Great.
say, I did not think it was going to be that interesting when you sat down.
Why, thank you.
So, good on you.
Talking crud about government employees, you're looking at one here, dude. Shout out the Department of Defense.
Yeah,
Why
didn't you bring that up?
It's a little different. She works for state government, I work for federal. I don't know if we exchange the same benefits, and also.
Yeah, you do. You fuel the war industrial complex. She actually does good work for people.
Yeah, not exactly the same thing. Hey guys, what's up? We just do a podcast where we ask people what they do for a living. If you want to hop on, it's like 2 or 3 minutes. We won't hold you up too long.
You do it, and then you do it. Yeah. Let's go. Put the headphones on for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, welcome. First podcast?
First podcast.
Nice, man. Nice. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex.
I'm Katie.
And Katie, and you guys are dating? Friends?
Yes.
Dating.
Sick. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you do for a living?
I do event planning.
Oh, that's a pretty fun job. What do you do for a living?
I'm in sales.
Industry.
Finance.
Financial platforms? Financial services?
Like investments, mutual funds, ETFs.
Got it.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of you guys on before and stuff. I got you.
Yeah.
Let's focus on event planning for right now.
He did say mine was more interesting.
Yeah.
What do you plan?
So I plan corporate events. I work for an insurance company, but I get to do a lot of traveling. I just came back from Palmetto Bluff
Where's that?
in South Carolina, and it's where Justin Bieber got married.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Beebs. Beebs is not Beebs is pregnant. His
He
wife.
himself is not pregnant,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that came out right after we left, and I was like,
Damn.
damn.
How would that have changed your life if you learned that news in Palmetto versus Philadelphia?
I think dropping the bomb that he got married there would have hit a little harder,
Yeah.
maybe.
Nice.
I
Little
still
cocktail
told everyone.
conversation. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. So, you make people richer.
I try to.
Good. That's all we can do in life.
Yeah.
Ringing endorsement over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to say the success rate out loud because not even Ty Cobb had 100.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
You know?
You're exactly right.
So how long you been doing that?
2 years now.
Yeah.
This company, yeah.
2 years. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
recently took the test and everything.
Yeah. I passed all the tests 2 years ago. Yeah.
Are
Brutal.
you just a natural test taker, or did they suck?
No, they sucked.
Yeah.
It's you got to put the work in.
Yeah.
Well, explain to people who don't know what those tests are like, because I've heard the books are like this.
Yeah.
And there's multiple of them, right?
Yeah. So you got to go through 3 exams, different for different licenses. And it's kind of like you study for a month and you just take it. There's harder exams people have to take. These ones are kind of just got to do it to do the job.
Were you with her when you took it?
Yeah.
How was he?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he must be a good studier. I had no idea. I still saw him the same amount. Don't even remember him passing.
Yeah.
What a horrible person.
I love that.
So you got an event planner. There was no thought to plan an event for a congratulations?
That would have
Well,
been good.
his birthday's coming up, so I always threaten a surprise party. So
Yeah.
it's like, be ready.
Maybe this is the
It
year.
might happen.
Yeah.
Does she keep you on your toes with when's the surprise party gonna come? Has she ever thrown you a surprise party?
She threatens it. Never had one.
Yeah? What do you got against surprise parties?
Nothing. She's the one who won't plan one.
Well, it depends on, his birthday's on Flag Day. Some people are out celebrating Flag
Yeah.
Day.
Of
Yeah,
course, you
yeah.
can't coincide with Flag Day.
What's your favorite flag?
American.
Got it.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Probably Chicago.
Chicago. That's a good flag. Good flag.
Maryland's got a great flag.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't have a good flag? Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
Based
the Phillies
entire
uniform,
Philly
right?
Connect. jerseys off.
Yeah, the
I
Philly
feel like when I
Connects.
went to the game, I was saying to him, you're so disengaged because you don't recognize the uniform, so you're kind of, you feel no connection, but then you hear the walk-up songs and it brings you back to when they were doing really well.
And you're an event planner, so you understand the connection
Yeah.
that people have to events.
Yes, but also in general, it has to be a good baseball game to keep me
Yeah.
in the loop, and I was kind of in a fugue state.
Yeah.
I was also in the 400 level, so.
Jeez. Gotta sell some more stocks, get to the 100. So, corporate events for an insurance company. How do you wow people in insurance? It's not the most boring job, but it's a very boring.
I'm not gonna lie, our events are amazing,
Okay.
and I
Give us an example.
Okay, so what we did in Palmetto Bluff,
Okay.
so we had an 80s band that was amazing because
Okay.
everyone was dancing towards the end.
Great.
We had cigar rolling stations.
Okay.
We had a whiskey engraver, they
Okay.
engraved the cups. The food down there,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the Masters food, like pimento cheese.
You like pimento cheese?
So I actually went to the Masters last year
Okay.
for my event planning job, and
I would have led with that.
and I was telling him, I was like, can I curse on here?
Yeah.
I was like,
this is bullshit. They won't let me bring my phone in. I hate this.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
So actually, I went crazy at the gift shop. I brought home a bunch of stuff home, and I brought home a pimento cheese sandwich in my carry-on.
Yeah.
And he would not eat it.
I personally do not like
It had too many miles on it. I couldn't eat it. Yeah.
That's an aged.
Aged cheddar.
And you know what? I had it the next day, and it was great. I did love it.
Okay.
I mean, it's like nothing you couldn't make at home.
True. No, 100%. Yeah, you could definitely make it at home. So I've been to the Masters too.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
How impressive is it?
Once I was in there, I was like,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yes.
It definitely has a Disney World theme
Yes.
without the scary Disney adults. But
There's just golf adults.
which
Might
is
be
also,
worse. Yeah.
I think that's good scary. But
It's kind of scary.
once I was off my phone, I was like, this is great. Like, why do we even have phones? We need to all be on our phones less.
That's a very good point. What was the most shocking part behind the scenes that you saw of like the Masters that like really stuck out to you?
Oh my God. So, our passes, if you lose one of the passes, it was $100,000 and someone lost the pass.
Oh. So they just left. I would not pay that money.
So they are one of our agents that, we're bringing them to like woo them and thank you for everything. So how do you have that conversation? Like, thank you so much for coming. We need $100,000. So luckily they brought the cost down, and I actually don't even remember the end of it.
Are you a golfer? Were you
Yeah.
upset about that? Oh, so a little bummed?
I made out all right because I got all the swag from the gift shop. But
He sold the guest pass. He made
Walked away with $100,000 and 2 polos. Yeah.
Remember when pandemic trading was big?
Oh yeah.
I hit that for like 48 hours. I thought I was
Yeah.
recording
Everyone thought they were
Gecko.
Warren Buffett.
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is way too much math.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun until everyone bought the top, and then it started to crumble down a little bit. But
So are you pro meme stocks or are you anti meme stocks?
I'm pro meme stocks. I think it's a lot of fun, and I mean, if someone can like 10x their money in a couple of days, why not? It's all fun. Yeah,
All right.
hell
What
yeah.
did you think of during COVID? I guess you were working there, or maybe not. You were at your place.
Working in the industry, different company.
Got it.
What about the AMC situation or the GameStop situation?
The meme stocks.
Yeah. I thought that was so much fun.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. It's like retail traders finally get a dub. Institutional, they kind of had to
Dude,
to
a
deal
stock
with
trader
it.
for the people.
Yeah.
I like this. Common man stock trader.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I like that.
Let's check the portfolio.
That's true. That's true. My friend's in investment banking, and he caught like the tail end of like not really Wolf of Wall Street era, but there were still like corporate business accounts that were like really awesome, and you go out. Is that coming back? Has that kind of gone away? I mean, obviously you've only been over for like a couple years, so
it's changed a lot. A lot of what we do is like entertaining clients and stuff. And from what I've heard in the past, the budgets were much larger. You didn't have to show receipts and all that type of stuff. So from what I've heard, it was a lot more fun in the past.
Does it make you sad that you don't get to enjoy the expense accounts?
Yeah, there's still some fun things we get to do, but
Like
from
what?
what I've heard is
What's your favorite thing?
well, like, you gotta go on podcasts. Like, we'll still like do stuff with clients. Like, I've been to different conferences, traveled a little bit, golfed with clients, but from what I've heard, it was just a little more extravagant back in the days. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, we'll get back there.
Yeah.
Come to one of my events. They're extravagant.
Those are the real events.
I love that.
Match made in
I
heaven,
love
man.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So hey, folks, go enjoy the festival. We appreciate you coming on.
you so much, guys.
Yeah.
This is my
great.
dream. This is so fun.
You guys are a lot of fun, man. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Would you like to come on for a little bit, hang out with us?
How are you, dude? Look at you guys just crushing some plants over there.
And the Carhartt double knees. Oh my
And
God,
the
I'm
Carhartt.
jealous.
Oh, we got Carhartt.
Oh yeah.
Carhartt double knees are a fine.
Throw some headphones on.
Please, yeah.
And there's a mic for you too, before you get loosey and goosey.
All right.
So you just set up. We'll get Maddie to get some of the shots of the plants and everything. You just set up a tent and you're selling plants.
Oh yeah. So I do this every year for the last 2 years. Usually the race ends up right over on Norris, the mud pit at
Yeah, it
Norris
changed
and
this year,
Trenton.
right?
Yeah, right. So
I
had
liked it
to.
over there.
Me too, especially since I could on my front porch sell all these plants. I grow them every year myself. So
Businessman.
Do you have a name or anything you go by to shout it out to let people know where to find you or anything?
I've been yelling local plants, although I kept quiet this time because I didn't want to disrupt your activities here.
That's fine. Whatever. We have some local plants in the background. That's gonna just
Check it
adds
out.
the effect of. It's better than we were at the art museum last episode. And the fucking bikers just revving their bikes the whole time. Like I'd rather hear local plants in the background than that.
100%, a million times over. Yeah, absolutely.
So how long you been doing local plants?
Just the last 2 years. My family has a gardening business up in like the northeast or the northwest, and I'm able to siphon off little shoots, things that don't sell, stuff like that. I pot them up, make them bigger, get them ready to sell.
Go grab your favorite plant.
Awesome.
Let's get some plants on here.
Please, we'd love to see it. Are those Pokemon? The little Pokemon pot holders?
Oh, that's the one Pokemon with the purple hair.
What's it?
Potter?
Pot,
It's pot something, right?
pot something. Oh God, I can't think of it. That is, I might buy one.
Dude, so, all right, cool. So we got some plants here.
Oh yeah. Table dirty.
Oh, that's fine. No, we had like two guys like sweating all over it the last
Cleanest
episode.
it's ever been.
Yeah, honestly.
So I would say that this one's my favorite.
So what's
Japanese
this?
maples. Wow. 2 of them in a pot there. They are just lovely. But the start of the show this year is I had a friend of mine who works at Temple. He runs the 3D printing lab there. Print me out on his home printer a couple of these oddish Pokemon.
Oddish. We were so off.
Yeah.
We said Potter.
Oddish.
Oddish.
Close enough, yeah. So I'm hoping these will do well this year.
I like that.
Got a
So you're really
little over
into,
20 of them.
Are you really into Japanese? Because this is Japanese maple. This is a Japanese Pokemon.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
I think it's a rising tide these days.
I agree.
So do the Japanese probably are their plants better than homegrown made in American plants?
No.
Okay.
Even though I love things like Japanese maples and the such, most plants from Asia tend to be invasive here, and it's really
Bamboo.
important to
Bamboo.
to grow native plants.
Fuck
so
bamboo.
Frick bamboo.
what I'm selling here is a lot of indoor stuff and things that I know are fine. So I want to make sure that I'm not putting anything that I don't represent, anything bad into the environment. You plant a Japanese maple, that's not one of the invasive plants. If I was selling Tree of Heaven or something like that, that would be immoral.
Tree of Heaven.
Have you done something like that before? Have you sold anything that's invasive without really knowing or anything?
No.
Just like
Luckily, because both my parents have degrees in ornamental horticulture,
Sure.
I've grown up with nothing but knowledge, right?
No kidding.
So I was able to learn everything I know from them.
So what's that look like? So your parents are both horticulturalists. If that's the right, is that the right word? Did I say that
One of them,
right?
yeah.
Okay. We'll
You can just call them gardeners.
call them gardeners. Okay, that one's. I'll take that.
I like that. I didn't know. Yeah, I like how you.
I like the big term.
Pronouns for gardeners. Gardeners need pronouns.
That's exactly right. So what's that look like as a childhood? Are you like out in the garden, 6 days a week, or are you kind of just sitting in the background? And were you interested as a kid? Like, is that something that grew on you?
I never was interested, and it's still not something I intend to do. I'm studying architecture.
Got it.
But I think that anybody who's grown up in a household with a family business kind of knows that you can't escape it, really. You're always being asked to help with this or you lend a hand with this, and it's just, it's a part of life, right? It's not like there's no separation where there's, well, mom and dad are off at work and that's a separate world, and then they come back. It's all over the house. It's all over the yard,
Yeah.
And whenever you're out, you're talking about it. You hear about plants. You can't go anywhere without seeing
That's cool. And
the
it feels
grown
like it's
environment.
It feels like the inverse of like the trope you see on TV shows where it's like, hey dad, I want to be a basketball player, and he's like, you're gonna be a real man, you're gonna garden with us, we're gonna get the job done. I mean, it's cool, like little dynamic that the family has. It's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm really proud of my folks.
You should be there. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, and they helped me a lot getting set up today. A lot of these things my dad picked up for me, or stuff I rescued from some of our jobs, extra.
Rescued.
Oh yeah. Well, often if something isn't put in, it's up for grabs, or the client will shove it in like their greenhouse or something, and it'll get lost in the works. So anything I can kind of siphon off and sell here, it's.
So you can rescue plants.
Is that something you do covertly, or you have to let them know that you're, or is it kind of just an open area?
If you find a stray
Anywhere,
on the road.
Everywhere in between.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep. In my personal career, I love trees. I love putting trees in places. I love getting trees to people. That's why I pulled the Japanese maple as my favorite of the stuff I'm selling. Because as you might notice here in the sun, Philadelphia is lacking in shade, and I feel like the amount of shade is going down every year. People cut down trees. Just recently, on the corner of Norris and Amber, they took down, the property owner took down all 6 street trees that shaded everybody who walked from the Burke station to this area. It boggles my mind that people can do that and ruin a little part of so many people's every day by taking their shade away.
It's for one Chipotle. Like, what is the end goal that you're cutting down all those trees? And the trees make the neighborhood kind of endearing and it's lively. I think I'm a big tree guy myself.
I'm a big Chipotle guy.
I do like both, but I wish they could coexist without such stark battles.
We need more trees.
More street trees, especially.
Honestly, I'm kind of roasting right now.
Exactly.
I could use a big oak right here.
I would love an oak here.
This would be a perfect place for
an
it.
oak.
Yeah.
But you'll notice that when the city put in this roundabout, and the garden they put in the center there is a full sun garden. There could be a large tree in the center of that roundabout.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, true. That would look so nice too. Driving around the circle, shaded out.
The city doesn't design around trees in the way that they should.
Yeah.
So urban planning, we're not the
Mecca.
coup de grace of Philadelphia.
Unfortunately, not.
Wow.
But I think Philly's getting better. I think people are realizing it. We have good programs here. You can get a street tree for free if you're a property owner. You just right into the city. There's a department for it. You can find the website. I don't have it off the top of my head right now, but they will send it to you for free. They'll come. They'll plant it.
Boom, boom, boom. Government, send me a tree on my block.
If you have a big enough plot.
Oh, yeah.
Just even like something on the sidewalk in front of your house. Like the size isn't overly.
Any of these businesses right here could apply for a street tree, and they would be accepted.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's easy as that. And there are other programs that will do the process for you as well that are faster than the city. If you go to Philly Tree People, I think is local to Fishtown, and they'll do the permitting process for you. They'll get you the tree for free, and they'll plant it for you.
Okay.
So there is no reason why you shouldn't have a tree on your block.
Exactly. Because in addition to that, it also lowers your heating and cooling costs. The shade of the tree, it buffets and protects your house. And you have to pay, it's especially...
I live in a 4-story apartment.
Well...
Get a big ass tree.
Yeah.
Grow it over, dude.
Okay, how are you
guys.
What's up, Papa?
Oh my God, dude. Dude, you taught us all about the trees. All about
trees, dude.
That's what I do.
Dude, look at that guy.
It's my eagle friend.
Holy shit. See if they can. Eagle, can you come here for a second?
You want to meet them?
So, if you don't have trees, our boy the eagle can't sit in any trees.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're talking to a guy who's good with trees, and you're an eagle.
And you're an eagle. Did you know that Philadelphia is a tree problem? Not enough?
Not enough trees around here.
I know, for you to park on.
I like trees.
He's trying to get more of them for you.
Yeah.
We call our nest, we call it an eyrie.
That costume's a little eerie, so it all kind of comes together.
I see what you did there.
Where can people find your Japanese maples and your Oddish plants?
At the traffic circle, at York, Trenton, and Frankfurt, they all intersect at the traffic circle. That's where the Derby's going to go through here. The vendors.
Oh no, this is not
right
coming out till
there.
Wednesday. So like, where can people? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a website? Do you like anything you want to promote?
Oh no, I do this once a year.
Oh,
Wow, so he's a commodity. He's
I love
Oh
that.
yeah,
Commodity.
you gotta
Not
come
much
find
overhead.
me.
Well, how much are you charging for one of these buttes, the Oddishes?
The Oddishes are going to be probably 15 a piece, maybe 10 a piece. It
do you
depends on
take-
how you smile.
Do you take Venmo?
Oh yeah,
I'll take one of the Oddishes if you don't.
hell yeah, you can pick from any on the table.
Okay.
This guy right here. For whatever reason, this one's speaking to me. If I could.
Excellent.
try that one.
Are these pricklies?
All right. Nah, they're
Okay.
little fuzzies.
Oh. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for coming on, and good luck with everything.
Hey,
We're
thanks for having
totally
me.
on
I
your
love the
side,
promotion.
All right, we have to go to the Derby.
Yes, we have to go.
So when we come back, we're going to be in completely different costumes. We might be muddy and in a hot dog costume. I don't know. But we are going to the Derby. We got to run around Fishtown and then go into a mud pit. We'll splice the video in right here. See you on the other side.
Yeah.
Finished up the Kensington Derby. 3/4 of us were amazing. Shout out to the tripod.
Yes, sir.
One leg, What do you got to say for yourself, man? It was pretty embarrassing. You got booed to oblivion.
I know, people thought it was a boo. It was actually them going zoom, like how fast I was going. So I can understand that's a misconception you might have.
That was good.
No chance. Shout out to the Dire Dogs. These balloons are coming through. Let's go. Another Kensington Derby finalist. I'm hoping we win. What would we win?
I think People's Award we might have a chance for, because we were getting people fired up. Like,
Dude,
people loved us.
People, you better fucking give us the reward.
And it's so easy. It's just dollar. Like, how could you not support?
I just hope the judges saw it.
Just remember, there was a lot of bravado we had. Nobody else had bravado.
That's true. Nobody else chanted like we did.
Yeah, unless like some like little kid is like really adorable and like does some cute costume, like I could see us losing to like a fucking kid. But outside of that, I think we're good.
We were the most passionate overall.
All right. That's the Kensington Derby.
We're back, baby.
What'd you think? How you feeling?
I think I did a great job. I think everybody was cool with my performance, and nobody was upset with it at all. What do you think?
Dude, you got booed. I actually joined in the booing. It was so good. What's up, brother? How you doing? Good. Dude, the booing was so good. It was a very good boo, too.
Yeah, it was a strong boo. I didn't realize it was happening. When you hear the initial roars of a boo, it sounds like cheers.
Yeah.
So I went through and I was like, oh my God, they love me. Then the boos settled in and I was like, I'm such a loser.
Dude, describe to the people like what happened. Like what you got down there. We were going fast. Like we were going
moving.
fast. And you had a flat tire on the front.
Right, and we were moving, and I saw you put your left leg out, which you don't want to talk about at all.
Oh, you're just passing the blame.
And then I was like, all right, I'll put my leg out. Now that slows me down a little bit. I kind of clicked the brakes a little bit, I'll say that. And I think they got wind of that, and they just ate me alive, dude.
It was a lot of fun. The people really enjoyed it. Let's go Dogs.
Go Dogs, guys.
I'm a mustard and ketchup guy. Oh, well, I don't come to your place of business and yell at you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Jesus
Good bros,
Christ.
man. I'll tell you what, something about people going to the festival and having 30 beers makes them a lot more loose on the way back.
It does. I mean, we were having a lot of trouble getting people to come on when they were going towards the festival. People are absolutely loving it coming out of the festival.
Now, the people we got before, of course, they were great. You know, we don't want to besmirch them.
We love them.
Great
people. People were saying no left and right.
Mm-hmm. Up, right, and center. Or whatever.
So, but man, it was a shout out to the Kensington Derby. Maybe we'll do it again next year. They really did a good job, I thought, with the whole entire route, the whole entire Derby.
It was a good time.
Then apparently this is like one of the biggest they've ever done. So
it felt like it. I mean, it was packed up. It was crazy to see.
It was a little. I got a little nervous when we went out there. I don't get nervous a lot in front of crowds, but like I actually was like the heart was pumping a little bit.
I thought you seemed
because
loose as a goose.
People were once you get a couple dogs in your hand, and you get to throw cheap meat to people, and you have a something that you're proud of.
Yeah,
a purpose.
Sure. Hopefully this wasn't it.
Feels
but
good.
I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. So yo, you guys want to come on pod?
Yeah, come on, guys.
We asked you what they do for a living.
All right, cool.
Catch
Take
right
a
on
seat,
here.
man. Take a seat,
Welcome.
guys.
Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate that shit. Squeeze on in. You know, let's be boys.
Yeah.
Let's be boys.
Let's get into it.
All right. Oh, I like this guy.
The energy's
This guy's like, let's
nice,
get
dude.
into it now.
All right, what's good?
Your name?
EJ.
EJ?
Larry.
What do you do for a living?
So right now I'm modeling, and
Damn.
I got adopted. So like the family that adopted me, we own like car dealerships, and I do real estate with them too.
Sweet. Jack of all trades. So you model and you also sell cars?
Yeah.
Nice. Larry, what do you do?
I'm a visual artist under the name Ashley Art. So I do painting. I do like graphic design, creative direction, like all that. You feel me?
Nice.
You guys boys?
Yeah.
Is he good at what he does?
Amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, just be on the lookout for his art.
All right. Is he good at what he does?
Oh, of course.
Yeah?
You already gotta ask.
How many cars has he sold you?
Me?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah,
But
it's not be that good.
Like, bro,
Not yet.
keep it a whole bean, though, bro. Like, that car shit's something else, but I mainly do this modeling shit.
I like that. I like that. Tell us about the modeling.
So, like, modeling recently, actually, I just did a runway show for my boy Kenny. You got tapping with Kenny also. Crazy pieces.
Make clothes.
Makes clothes.
Hella talented.
Where's he? Where was it at?
Out Temple, actually, at
Nice.
the Tyler Art Department, something like that. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, Tyler Art School.
Tyler School, yeah. But besides that, I just been doing a lot of shoots and shit around. Just trying to get tapped in it within general. Because I'm like fairly new, but it's been paying enough to where I can be like, I want to pursue this.
Right. So cars to help with the pay, but modeling is what the dream is.
Modeling is what
Nice.
the dream is.
How do you get into modeling? Did someone discover you, or you just like?
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. It was like one day that like kind of like made me kind of like really want to start pursuing it. I was like helping my friend move in, and his sister was like, "You really got to start modeling." And I was like, you know what? Like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And there was like a modeling agency like 5 minutes away from where I live, and I just did it.
Shout out to your friend's sister.
Shout out to my friend's sister.
He's hot as fuck. Yeah, you're fucking hot, dude.
Shout out to my friend's sister.
Go dogs.
All right, so I got a question for you guys. So, like, what made you want to start doing this? What was, like, the inspiration behind just the random like the podcast in general?
I do stand-up, and a lot of times I do stand-up. I'll do, like, crowd work with people.
Oh, for real?
Like, that's the most interesting part of doing stand-up is you're talking to the audience, and you find out they're more interesting. They have a better story than anything you wrote, so you can just go off of that and just learn from them. And so it's our whole thing is that we ask people what they do for a living, but it's also a comedy podcast. Because I think it's like it lets people let their guard down because we have something to talk about, and then you just kind of go from there. You know what I mean?
So, what made you what's like something like the inspiration behind some of your sets?
I just talk about like family, myself, and stuff. I mean, most stand-up comics, the number one inspiration is narcissism. We need people to look at us and listen to us, and that's like the number one avenue.
Our days are ruined when they don't laugh.
It's the worst day. It'll shut down my week, very honestly.
So what makes like a good set and what makes a bad set?
I like this guy. He's interviewing you.
No, we want to get to know you. I don't want you to.
These are the best guests.
Those were my last two.
No, these are the best guests.
No, yeah, it's very nice. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just like, what'd you ask me?
What makes a good set and what makes a bad set?
The longer you do it, you kind of find out what killing is and what killing is not. So when you get on stage and the entire time you're up there for like 15, 20, 30 minutes and you're just like murdering, you can feel it when you're honest with yourself about, you can feel like, did the audience like it? Did I relate to them? And then the biggest part is when you get done, comedy's the coolest thing because you're not like in your own little world. They're going to come up to you and be like, that was funny, I like that. Or people come up to me and be like, yo, that was really bad and hard to watch. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yep, back to the drawing board. Do you know when you crush a walk?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
How?
I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's like, even though like you're never supposed to like break eye contact with like you just staring into like a deep dark abyss of nothing.
Got it.
But like, you can kind of like tell whenever somebody's like really acknowledging each like your piece, this item by item, so to say. Or like the most recent one I did, the nigga like had made a bag into like a Congo set also, and I could kind of tell like people was like, what the fuck. And then like the person on the mic, like you could kind of tell whenever they're really messing with like your fit, so to say.
Right.
And it's kind of like you just kind of feed off of that. Like that's like the shit that really like helps you like throughout the walk, because like you're just not walking like 3 seconds and like you're back. Like bro, you're walking for like 30, 40 seconds there, then probably back.
Yeah. Does it feel like a lifetime?
Bro, yes.
Does the set feel like a lifetime?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. What about you? How can you tell when people like kind of fuck with what you're doing?
By likes,
honestly,
shares.
But real rap, like honestly, I just let the people decide. Like, I have my friends come in, like my friends, like Kenny, who made the clothes, and he walked in. I had him come in, you feel me, like see what's up. They'll tell me like, oh yeah, this hard. Like, oh, now you should put this here. You should do this here. I think like those personal opinions, they really help me, decide. Okay, this tough. That's weak.
Okay.
Don't put on nothing weak. You feel me?
Don't put out another major thing though, especially with like what both of us are doing, it's kind of hard to like determine your work sometimes though, because like you don't want to go off of like the public eye, because now are you making shit for like people, or are you making what you're making or doing what you're doing because like
bro.
you genuinely
That's
like
kind of like content and stand-up in a way, where it's like, are we making something that people have done before? Like, I don't know many people out there that are going on the street and asking people what they do for a living. Like, I've seen podcasts that are outside, but as long as you can kind of tweak it and feel it and stuff, you're the same way. Like, if you bite someone's, graphic design art or their art in general, or one of your fashion designers bites something from, like a Kanye or like a Gucci or something like that. Like, people are gonna know that. People are gonna call it that bullshit. Like, people love authenticity.
But honestly, it's like a fine line though, because I feel like everything like it just is like inspired from something else, or like you at least get like the idea of doing something from like something you've seen in, like earlier on in life. Yeah. It might not be exactly it, but like just little hints, or like just something that like kickstarted.
But it's still you. I mean, like that's the whole thing. Rick Rubin, right, the producer, he wrote in either an interview or in a book that he said that he considers the audience last. Because he said the minute that you consider the audience, you're totally abandoning what you want, the direction you want. So he said the worst thing you can do is think about what other people are thinking.
Yeah, you gotta find that. You gotta find that balance, bro.
Dude,
you got to.
That's like one thing I've been really heavy on, because I've been writing a short film recently, and that's like the one, because I like direction. Like, it's very easy to like go off a direction if you're rushing, or if you're kind of catering to an audience that isn't truly like yourself, so to say. So it's kind of like just trying to stay authentic. So like, how do you stay authentic with like the podcast shit?
The guests help, I would say. Like, I've never met a model.
We just turn more guest focused. The whole podcast is just like, we kind of pepper in stuff, but we just let people get the spotlight, because there's tons of interesting people that have stuff to talk about. So we just kind of let that happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell, bro.
Yeah.
How do you like? Because like music's so interesting to me, and fashion is so interesting to me because like clothes have been around for millions of years, music's been around for millions of years, and there's still people who come out and do something different. Like I heard a folk rap song the other day, and I was like, I actually kind of fuck with this.
Yeah.
Like especially with fashion too, and I feel like it's for like a lot of things. It can get very gimmicky, very useful.
Yeah, that's the
even
worst
for
part.
art or like with like the podcast shit or music, it can get very. I feel like gimmicky or just like not natural, so to say. Like what do they call it, bro? Like industry plants, so to say.
Industry plants, I like that. We could be industry plants. I mean,
I'll take Bobby on top right now.
They get
dude.
some checks. They get some checks, bro. They get checks.
Low-key, like smash or pass, Bobby.
Look, I love my girlfriend more than anything. That's a pretty hard smash for me there, folks.
Bobby. She's like the Taylor Swift of podcasting in my eyes in terms of like I just don't find her attractive, really.
Nah, you're out of your mind,
She's
dude.
the mouse.
You'd never know if the sex was good. You'd be like,
She's
what'd you
the
think? And
mouse
she was like, I have to go
girl.
home.
Yeah.
Bobby though, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Let's
What do you smash or pass?
shameful smash.
What is it?
Shameful
A
smash.
shameful smash.
What?
Oh, when you don't tell the boys about, or you telling the boys?
I'll tell the boys, bro, but I'm not excited. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
like,
I didn't like just fuck Beyonce or like some like notable person that like is
Yeah.
worth like bringing up that I just fucked.
I'm not gonna lie,
Podcast
bro.
is hot, bro.
You tell me that I'm gonna clown you, bro. For real, like
Really? You're a big Bobby guy?
No,
You're
I'm
a
talking about
fan.
Bobby. No. Maybe they know
Go on
you.
Congress.
But nah, Bobby.
Bobby, you were passed on
No
that?
dice?
I think me and you were passing shameful smash, and sounds like a smash.
Yeah, it depends who you ask, but yes.
Sounds like you're yelling it from the mountaintops, honestly.
I'm belting a little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh man. Shit. Well, what so people can find you on the gram.
They are working.
People can find you walking around the city.
Walking or in the ground too.
On the gram,
I'm posting shit on the ground.
Yeah, can you shout out the gram?
Yeah, it's vain.ej.
Got it.
VAIN.
I like that vein.ej.
Vein.ej.
We kind of joke about how like this is called men at work. Like we're working right now, but we're not fucking working right now. Like this
We're hanging 10.
two guys in a fucking hot dog cup.
I've had 3 beers, guys. What are we talking about? I'm working right now, dude. Come on.
And listen, if y'all niggas don't follow,
Guys, thank you so much
this
for
minute
coming on.
Yeah, of
podcast
course,
shit,
of course.
We fucking y'all up.
Well, not us, but maybe they will.
Nah,
Come in your
nah,
crib,
fuck
go
it.
get in your cars.
We will
fuck
send
your
you.
ass
Fuck
up.
your credit up.
We gonna fuck your credit up.
Man,
Subscribe.
I'm media trained.
Yeah.
You feel me? We media
He's
trained.
looking at our haircuts,
Yeah.
thinking we can fuck people's credit up.
God, bro.
Fuck your credit up.
Take a
That's
house
awesome.
loan out.
That's awesome. Thank you guys.
Oh,
I
that's
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good
Of
day,
course,
man. We
you
really
too.
appreciate it, man. You guys are great.
What's up, dudes? We do a podcast where we just ask people what they do for a living. I only need like 3 minutes of time. You look interested. No, dude, we've never talked to an
3
Uber driver.
minutes. 3
Like,
minutes.
3 minutes.
Tops.
We'll start
Tops.
counting. No, dude, come on.
We need you.
1 star. 1 star. What's up,
get over
bud?
here,
How are
man.
you? I'm Kyle.
You better be an Uber driver, dude.
Does this matter? Are you an
I'm
Uber
not.
driver?
Nice to meet
Okay.
you. Okay.
Well, I guess we'll take the second best
Can you
roll.
throw these on, please?
What's your name?
My name is Chris.
Chris, how are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys?
Did you have fun at the festival?
We did. I saw you guys won an honorable mention.
What? We didn't win?
You won something.
We didn't get any money?
No, I think a
Wait,
high five.
honorable
maybe.
mention, that's like first loser.
Well, there was like 7 of them. And
Oh.
you guys were one of them. But I thought,
Dude, fuck Chris.
the best
Freak
one.
Chris to heck, if
Wait,
you ask me.
hey, shit.
Yeah, sorry to curse like that.
We love hot dogs, though. That's why I stopped over.
Dude, honestly, the Phillies probably were on the judging.
Yeah, they didn't want to see what
they didn't want to see greatness.
These guys are hemorrhaging money.
Stifling us.
Dude, buy one, get one free is bullshit.
Dude, BOGO is bogus.
That's what we've been screaming.
It is. It's bullshit.
It is.
It's honestly bullshit.
Dude, jeez.
Honorable mention. That hurts. I might not come back next year.
That's the best thing I've ever had in my life. What are you talking about? That's unbelievable.
No. We've lost the plot. We apologize, Chris.
Yeah, sorry.
What do you do for work?
Unemployed.
Sick. You're a second. You're a second unemployed person. Are you unemployed or are you fun employed?
Fun employed.
Yeah, you might want to be an Uber driver. Dude. Yeah.
And you're not an Uber driver?
No. You might want to look into it there.
Hey, I'm still getting paid from my last
Oh,
employer.
wow. Dude, enjoy it.
Living life, getting
What'd you used
married.
to do?
I worked for a tech wellness company.
It's always the startups.
Yeah.
It's always the startups.
I think that'll do it.
Are we in a tech bubble right now?
I think so.
Yeah.
You hear Peloton, they got rid of everyone. 25%.
Were you
layoff.
Peloton?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can't say.
What were you tech wellness? Like, I guess, what were you selling or what were you doing for the tech wellness company?
Selling health and wellness.
Selling health and wellness. Were we doing more hardware, more software?
Hardware, yeah.
Hardware?
Yeah, physical devices.
Okay.
Right
In
around
people's homes or in businesses?
No, like a business.
Got it.
Like right over here. Yeah, literally right down the street.
Is that tough market? I feel like there's not a lot of other than Peloton, what's other hardware stuff that you can think of? Like that mirror on the wall?
No. Something like massage device?
Got it. Like Theragun?
Maybe.
Okay. All right, we can bleep Theragun out.
Can't say that.
Yeah.
Legally not allowed to say that.
Dude.
But maybe. If it was.
Dude. I don't know why, but every time I think of Theragun, I think of like just some like sexual shit.
My
Trust
God,
me,
dude.
a lot of people.
Like the shake weight and the Theragun.
No, dude.
Go toe to toe and be like, I can fuck with that. We're fucking.
We had to have a meeting about that.
Yeah,
There's
I'm sure.
a lot
I
of
love that.
people thinking that there's fucking going on with
Dude,
these
there's-
devices.
Why not add that to the? Why not make it part of the branding?
No, you don't think
Well,
about
it goes
that.
against
You don't
God's
think about
credence, but I mean,
Yeah.
what can you do with that? I mean, I'm just saying. So that was never part of like the look. We just accept it and say it's part of the branding, or it's like we got to find a way to get.
Oh
it away
no,
from
it was part of it. We weren't allowed to say that.
Yeah.
But it was.
How did
Shake
you-
weight was the same thing. They were like, "Oh yeah, this doesn't look like you're jacking something off," but it's like, yes, it does. We'll take all the good clicks. All money, all news is good news.
Yeah, but
like,
that gives no
guys.
pleasure.
Shake weight? No, it doesn't. But no, it actually. I mean, it you ever done a shake weight?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, the tries.
You tell me, dude.
Get you pumped up.
Dude, the tries like get you going.
It will.
Yeah. Get you lose your breath, break a sweat.
It's our podcast motto.
Shout out, man, dude. Is tech wellness like a very competitive? I thought Theragun was doing great.
They are. They're doing great.
You're allowed to
Just
you
not-
have to-
just
Your NDA
not-
says you just lost 25% of their workforce. They're just rolling in money.
Everybody's
Peloton.
cutting workforce right now. Yeah. Actually, you know what? After they let me go, I bought 5.
No, this guy still works there.
Oh, real?
Oh, whoops. Okay,
That
never
is-
mind. All right.
I was his boss, man. They fired me.
You were his boss?
Yeah.
So that's funny. I lived with my boss at Comcast, and then Comcast fired me during the pandemic. And I lived with my boss, and my boss is literally upstairs. He didn't fire me because he was too close to me, but he's upstairs as I'm getting fired in my living room with HR.
No
All
way.
time.
Dude, I used to work at the Comcast.
Did you really?
Comcast Center,
Dude,
yeah.
shout out to you. I did too.
And I got fired during the pandemic.
During the pandemic.
too.
What'd you do for them?
I worked at the physical therapy. Like right
Oh,
off
yeah.
OG
You guys
building.
like one of the first to go.
They were like, get these guys. I was with some of their, I can't say their names, but
Yeah.
maybe their CEO or whatever, during the time they laid everyone off.
I actually really liked your guys' stuff in the new building. It was really done. Wait, were you in the gym?
I was on floor 3 of the old building, the OG building.
Oh, dude, I never went to that gym.
No one did.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That's
Okay.
why they let us all
Oh
go.
shit! Yeah, I remember that place. That place. Yeah, I wouldn't even know because I never went.
It was very slow. Yeah.
Damn. So you think like, hey, Chris, maybe tech wellness isn't for you.
Man.
Maybe wellness just isn't in the cards.
I got a job working in beer. Way better.
Exact opposite of tech wellness, dude. You
Dude,
went
I
from
love
one
that.
the pendulum has swung,
Hey,
fellas.
I like to make people happy.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Beer makes people happy.
Do you feel like you could sell beer better than tech wellness?
Dude, everyone wants beer.
Yeah,
of course.
true.
No
That
kidding.
is true.
Yeah,
That's
Philadelphia's
incredible.
own Victory. Shout out Victory.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Are you bartending sales? What are you doing?
Sales, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How's
Like,
that?
I just started. So
Nice.
I don't know.
All right, well,
It's
hey,
better-
good luck,
better.
man.
Shit, I hope they don't let me go.
That's incredible. Not here, not after this.
Where's your
dude. You're making a
territory?
promotion.
South Jersey.
Oh, so right over the bridge too.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice, man. So just what is like? Because I was a bartender for a little bit in the city for about 8 years. Really enjoyed it, but I never was. I was a bartender. I wasn't the general manager. What's like a beer salesman like? What's your day to day like?
Literally going to liquor stores and telling people, try this beer.
Got
It's
it.
good.
Got it.
And that's it.
And you don't walk in any bars or anything and be like, "Yo, carry this stuff."
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Like literally just go in like bars, say, hey, we have these 9 things. Try these. Let me know, and that's it.
Do you have to carry the kegs?
I roll them. You roll them. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought the same
Little
thing. I'm
Donkey Kong action
I'm not
with
trying
those,
to
yeah.
carry those. They're pretty heavy when they're full. They just roll them down the
Nice.
street, and that's it.
No, I like that. I like that you stared wellness in the face and you're like, it wasn't for me, and now I'm doing beer.
I'm gonna fuck people up. Yeah.
Now, which do you prefer? What's the better one to go with? I mean, obviously there was a tougher time with the one prior, but
Wellness pays way more.
yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah.
That's true.
But
They
the
pay
victory
better.
perks don't make up for it. No, like little
Like half off.
yeah.
Half
Oh
off
wow.
beer is pretty
Okay.
good. Like maybe, but I got free stuff from the other device.
Nice.
Yeah.
True.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Theragun
Lot.
was pretty sick.
Free shit. Yeah.
Free shit is.
I'll take
Free shit is good.
Free shit is good.
Free shit is good. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta
What do you want to do in the future?
I'm thinking stay-at-home dad. Maybe.
Oh my
Dog
God,
dad?
dude. The best job of all time. That does not get enough credit amongst us fellas.
No,
Are
it's
you,
a-
are you with somebody? I'm assuming you
Yeah.
gotta
Get married in 13 days.
Oh my God! Congratulations, man.
Fuck Theragun.
No,
Yeah.
That's from me saying that,
Yeah.
not from Chris.
No, don't say my name.
From Jim.
This is Jim with their buddies.
That's incredible. So where's the wedding at?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Middle nowhere, New Jersey.
You gonna sell some beer before for the wedding? I mean, you're in the
I
territory.
might start selling beer at the wedding.
There you go. I like that.
Get some, all my friends and family.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
I always like beer salesmen. Beer salesmen are the best because they come in and they spend a lot of money and they tip you good.
Yeah.
Because they usually have the company credit card.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, you can drink as much as you want, just don't get too drunk. If you can't drive a car, that's where we draw the line. I'm like, all right, that's fair. I can understand that.
Yeah, it's a pretty obscure rule, though. I think some people will take some liberties about, I could probably drive now.
They didn't say legally, they just said physically.
Yeah. It's the same thing. You can't drink and then have to worry about driving a Peloton home. I think you're in a better business now, dude. I think you're in good shape. Yeah.
I like it.
So,
only rule.
Sell me a Theragun.
No.
Sell me a beer.
Yeah, sell me a beer.
Dude, you ever been drunk before?
Yeah, shit rules. All right, I'm in. Cool. Nice.
That's sick.
Dude, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it.
Gone Fishing Outfitters, something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, my God. Who's the real comedian here?
That was
my God.
awesome. Dude, hook, line, and... Oh, we have it. Oh, so she definitely got picked up. Dude, hook, line, and sinker, she had you.
I thought we had our first audience member tonight.
You're getting crushed today.
I'm getting leveled like a goddamn new, like Fishtown is. My wife, I'm sorry. No, she's great. She's better than me. Please, can you take my spot?
That was amazing.
He wants
hey, how are you?
He needs us.
We do a podcast where we ask you what they do for a living. I only need you for 3 minutes. You're our last one.
We're fun guys.
I mean, you stopped already, so I feel like you want to come on. Your name is?
Gabe.
Gabe. Welcome, and what do you do for a living?
Well, right now, I'm a mover.
Dude. Crazy. I can't imagine.
You're
it's
such
the hardest job.
Dude, I would quit. I'd quit.
It's wild.
Is it, do you enjoy it?
Actually, yeah, I fucking love it. It's
really?
like, yeah, you don't have a boss, basically, through most of the day because you're just hanging out with, like, the guys you got the day with. You fucking move heavy shit. There's a clear goal at the end of the day. You just got to move stuff from one side to another.
There is a clear goal.
Like, you feel like you're not really thinking much while you're doing it. You're just doing it.
So how many days a week is moving? Is it like a 5-day thing, or is it kind of just whenever they need you?
It's whenever they need me.
Yeah.
I'm on like the low end of the spectrum.
Gotta work your way up.
Absolutely.
So what's the craziest thing you've like had to move through a house, or anything insane that people have been like, look, I need it. I need to move to the next place.
Bro, everybody's got a Peloton. I don't know why. It's like during COVID, everybody just went out and bought one of those things.
Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying to move.
Are
you
they
have
really?
no idea. Yeah, they're so heavy. It's
Really?
like it's just straight iron. Like
They're that heavy? I would have thought they'd been like kind of light or like a
I
little.
think they would have like a thing where like they just like collapsible.
No. The funniest thing to me has been like just like first of all predicting like what people are gonna have in their house based on like their personalities and what they're like. Man, people are so predictable. You can totally judge a book by its cover.
What do I have in my house?
I would say
Good
you
question.
probably have a TV.
Well, okay. Shoot from the hip here, are you?
This guy's fucking good.
Was I right or was I right?
Yeah, a couple of them actually.
You got a computer? You have.
I'll carry that one
Renter's
out
insurance?
Gabe, I'll carry the laptop out myself. I don't need your help.
I'm gonna guess you have some meat.
What are you moving meat? What are you moving? You jumping in my freezer and you're moving my meat?
I just have a feeling you might be into hot dogs. I don't know why. It's like
that's true.
it's just like an intuition, you know, like an ESP thing.
Do you feel that like husbands or boyfriends, they kind of look at you with like a side eye a little bit because you're more of a man than they are because they can't move out themselves?
I would hope not. I don't think of myself as more of a man than anybody.
I think you're more of a man than I am.
True. Agreed.
Well, that's debatable. But I will say I've done some breakup moves, and those can get spicy for sure.
Give us
Really?
Give us
Yeah, let me hear.
Yeah, like just there's one I did where it's like where the dude was helping us move, and the whole time I didn't really realize what the vibe was. And then during the middle of the day, he sort of just left and like didn't say anything. And then the girl started just shit talking him, like airing out all the secrets.
What?
I'm not gonna tell her your secrets.
I'm not gonna trace back to the secrets.
He was like a skater dude or something, and she just started telling me how much of a deadbeat he was. And that was pretty funny.
How do you handle that? Do you like go back and forth with it, or just kind of like listen and just let it happen?
I'm an asshole, so I kind of egg it on. I was just
Okay. I mean, and your tip is probably based off of that, so I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing. I was like, you're right. He is a dickhead. He is a dickhead.
I want to hear all the secrets. I want to hear the worst part about that dude.
Nice.
But he was a nice guy, you know. But
of course, but I mean, you know, from what you know, you can only know so much. It's true.
Of course.
She's got the real insight.
Of course.
I can imagine it's pretty tough to listen to that.
I think he kind of dodged a bullet. If you break up with someone and then she's just gonna like shit on you, shit talk to you.
To the movers who she just
to
met?
the movers,
Yeah.
right? To
Yeah.
the dude she met like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
She
So-
might have some trespasses herself. Yeah, I
Right.
agree with that.
Right.
Damn.
Who's the craziest guy you guys have interviewed?
I mean,
V-Man?
V-Man's probably number one. V-Man has become podcast lore.
Who's V-Man?
This Canadian guy that I'm still not sure is a real human being.
Oh no.
He's a wrestling fan that has met legitimately everybody you've ever cared about,
Yeah.
any celebrity, anything, and he's got the thick Canadian accent, so every story is so goddamn funny. It's just him be like, yeah, I actually was hanging with Will Smith last weekend, and he was a cool guy, man. I was just smoking a doobie with him.
Is he a wrestler or is he just a big fan?
He's a wrestling manager in Vancouver.
That's got to be a good gig.
He's one of those guys that are just non-threatening, so he finds himself in the funniest positions in the funniest
Dude, I
places.
know people like that.
Yeah.
So true, like they just say yes to everything,
Yeah.
and everybody
So-
just invites them.
A great guy. He's the man. He rules.
Shout out to V-Man. I don't know if he watches this still, but shout out to V-Man. He DM'd us and was like in the Library of Congress. He's like, yeah, we got to only like 1,500 people have a Library of Congress card or something like that. Like we just like yesed our way into it and stuff. It's
Wow.
something weird. Like he just lives an awesome life where he'll just come down to. He came down for WrestleMania. And he stayed for like an extra week and just went around New York, DC, and just smoking doobies with Sandman. The WWE wrestler and stuff. Like, yeah, he's
That's
just
fucking dope.
he was on Fox News during the eclipse, on CNN, NBC 10 and stuff. Like, he's an animal. Like, but everyone knows those kind of guys. So,
Shout out V-Man. Please, if you're watching, dude, we miss you.
we love you, V-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our craziest guy, man.
Do people still have armoires?
Oh yeah, some like really heavy oak furniture. Those things suck.
Yeah.
Also, just like big mattresses suck.
When somebody like if you're just doing this freelance, like one of your pals are moving, or like a girl you know is moving, and she's like, if you come over, I'll pay you in pizza and beer. How infuriating is that? That they're trying to take advantage of your skill for a poor compensation.
Dude, some people do get pissed off about that shit.
know.
Like,
I think that's your own problem. Like those are things that we deal with as people in general. Like you have to move.
Yes.
You either hire movers professionally or you move it yourself with whoever you're with.
Yeah.
I do not want to be paid pizza and beer. It literally.
I will
upends
say,
my life.
okay, so here's the thing. Like, I'm sort of I'm a like raging socialist, right? And I've been talking to a lot of anarchists lately. And one of the big things that they talk about is that like if we didn't use money to exchange goods, we would have sort of a barter-based economy where like I do you a favor, and then like I owe you one, and that kind of shit can work to a point. Like I think it's important to have as much of that as possible. Because it's a much more personable way to get shit done instead of just constantly being transactional and like.
Isn't that kind of transactional in a way? If you're bartering, then it's kind of like an IOU system.
But it's not like exact. It's not like I'm going to give you $253 for a service. It's more like there's more goodwill involved. Like there's trust involved. There's
how do you level out services? Because like if I'm moving you, I'm one up on you. And then someone comes back and they're like, "Oh, I bought you a candy bar from the grocery store." Like it doesn't really equal out that way. So like, and kind of you need a little bit of a, not necessarily a monetary, but you need a number. Like you need maybe a scale. Like, hey, this is a 7 on the.
Yeah, I mean it's all got to be skill-based bartering, where it's kind of just like it's easy to have somebody move in your house, but it's like, hey, my computer shut down, I have a virus I don't know how to solve, and you can't just ask Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
So you can have specialized bartering.
I don't
Right,
hate the
that's
barter.
what I'm saying.
I don't
But I just
hate
think
the
that's-
barter
yeah.
system. I just think it would get a little messy because we can't put a numerical value. Like
Yeah, I
we
mean,
can.
on some level, you'd always probably have to have like a currency for certain things that can't be bartered, because like it's not like that can work for everything. But I think like if you were to ask me to come help you with a move, I would do it and I would be fine with it, because I know that like that's goodwill that I'm extending to you, and then if I ever need something, I'm sure you'd want to help me back.
What's an equal return?
Oh, shit, maybe you can hook me up with the WWE dude, and we can go watch Sandman or some shit. Like
Smoke doobies with Sandman. I like
right.
That. I like that. All right. Hey, listen.
That's pretty 1-to-1.
It is, isn't it?
Credit to your bartering idea. You kind of, as a person, decide what is a 1-1 transactional relationship too. So
exactly.
So
yeah.
I wouldn't exactly say smoking doobies with Sandman is 1-to-1 with moving someone out for 4 hours. But you know what? To his their own.
Yeah. Right. I would
that.
say it is. I would say it's a.
I love that.
It's a great experience for a great experience.
Dude, Gabe, thanks so much for coming on, man.
Yeah, man, this has been
hope you
great.
enjoyed
I'm glad I
Philadelphia.
stopped. Yeah, you guys are
I'm
great.
glad you stopped.
Cool.
Yeah, nice, man. You're our last one. So,
Yeah.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Have a great one, man.
Take
Yeah.
it easy, man. All right, so hey, that's the pod for today. Hey, people, if you can subscribe, if you can comment, like we said in the beginning, if you thumbs up, tell your friends, share it, all this stuff, we really do appreciate it. It helps the algorithm out. It helps people kind of find us, enjoy us.
Yeah.
But what a day.
Incredible day, dude. One of my favorite days that I've had this weekend. So
it's only said.
No, this was a great time. And seriously, if you like what we're doing, please check us out. Check out the TikTok, the Instagram, the YouTube. It helps us so we can go to like more exciting places.
We don't promote your stuff enough. Is there anything coming up that you want to promote show-wise?
I got some shows. You can check out my Instagram, Matt Peoples Comedy. I post them on my story nonstop, pretty annoyingly. So just keep an eye out for that. And come by the show.
People don't want to go button. Tell people where they can find you next.
Re-Up in Westmont, New Jersey. I'll be running that show for my buddy Brennan Donegan. There's a bunch of great names in there. Mike Rainey is going to be on the show.
I love the Rain Man.
Yeah. Mike Rainey. A lot of great names will be headlining it. So come out there. That's May 18th.
Cool.
We'll be there Saturday night. And then check the socials. We got all the dates on there and such. So good time.
Awesome, guys. Hey, thanks again. Thanks again to the blue collar babies. Thank you to the middle class mommies. And thank you to the white collar criminals, even you. And hey, if you've made it all this way and you're in the 1%, where's the donation, bro?
Donate. The Venmos are in the bio.
Yeah, we're obviously entertaining you. So, maybe maybe throw it our way. Do something good for someone for once. All right, man, it work.
All over.
All right,
bye.
Talk
Good
to you.
night.
Bye. We're here with one of the judges from the Derby. We got honorable mention.
You did. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not happy about an honorable mention.
Yeah, we need a little bit more.
I thought we worked the crowd beautifully. People said we were their favorites. We threw dogs out and stuff.
I mean, would you like show up to a golf tournament that you never played in before and then get mad if you didn't win right away?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, buddy, but you guys came, you brought it, and that's great. You brought a lot of attitude. You could put a little more into your execution. You could go a little further with the costumes.
Okay, I agree with that.
Maybe fire a couple more hot dogs off.
All right. I mean, we've only got 2 hands.
Yeah. I mean,
we brought 8 dogs.
You did good.
That's 8 more dogs than were there before. Who came in first?
Well, there's not a first. There's best costume, best design.
And what was it? We were really gunning for the People's Choice.
Oh yeah. So People's Choice this year was by like crowd yelling. You saw that, and the fella that built like a squid with like a submarine.
You're going to lose to the squid every year.
No, you're not going to lose to the squid. The dollar dogs brought props. They got the crowd going. You got to say the crowd was. Were we one of the loudest?
I like the populist message. That's for sure. Like,
course, yes.
being about the dollar dogs. Like,
there was an undertone of
that's a cause we can all support, honestly.
Okay.
I like that your theme was like consistent throughout. Yes. You're all wearing hot dogs. Like, none of us were confused about what team you're on, and I like your energy. But you could take it further.
Okay.
Yeah. So we know for next year.
Dude, we can always get better.
Yeah. So, add to your bike, make it a little weirder, maybe find some flair to add to your vehicle, maybe, put different size wheels on there so it moves all funny.
I mean, he had a flat tire. Does that kind of add to the allure?
Yeah, I think so.
He also didn't get through the mud, though.
That's okay. I mean, the point about the mud is to try, like, full send, basically. Yeah. If you full send, you did it right, whether you make it through or not.
Didn't full send. Okay, there we go.
And that's why we lost the popular vote.
All right, well.
See you next year.
Good luck in your work.
Defend our title.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.